Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is Matt here with another quick pickups video. I got some pretty cool stuff this week. You're looking at my first find of the week, which is my power pad that I picked up at a thrift store here in Utah, and it cost me $5. It works really well. It doesn't really have any cracks or anything. It's just got all these wrinkles in it because it's folded up, but yeah, power pad. Didn't have one of these. Pretty cool. Was excited to get it. And moving along, I went to Savers, another thrift store, and I got my third Dreamcast keyboard that I've gotten from thrift stores now. My third one, as you can see, asked at the end there, but yeah, Dreamcast keyboard for House of the Dead. I paid $5 for it, and I've been getting these off, I just keep searching, and every couple months I manage to find one, so I just look in the computer section where all the computer keyboards are, and I'll find these. So, just a little tip for you folks if you want Dreamcast keyboards or mouses or whatever. Moving along, I went to Graywhale, which is a local CD video game movie store here in Utah, and they had a record day sale, which made it so members got double discounts. Normally, I get $2 off all used games. So I got $4 off all their used games today, or not today, but when I went. And so I got $4 off these Super Nintendo games, which were regularly $5, so I got them for $1 each. I got Radical Rex, don't really know anything about it. I got Animaniacs by Konami for $1. I got Aero Acrobat for $1, all with pretty good labels. And I got a Return of the Jedi with a poor label for $1. Didn't have any of those, so for $1 each, that was pretty cool. I ran by Savers another day, and this is one of my favorite finds of the past week and a half that I got, and that is a Sega Masters, still I need to open it up, but Sega Masters light phaser gun. It looks good from what I can see in the bag here. The trigger's responsive, and there's no like cracks or anything, nothing shaking in it, so I was pretty excited to get the Sega Masters gun, probably one of my favorite finds, and I paid $4 for it at Savers. I have a Master System with about 33 games that I got not too long ago, but I didn't have a gun, so I'm pretty excited to get this for $4. Another thrift store find I got was more of these, but instead of magazines, they're like guides that I got this time. So, didn't see any magazines, just saw guides, and they're a little more than the magazines, but I paid 50 cents for Mario Mania, which talks about the Super Nintendo Marios, and it's pretty cool. It goes pretty in depth about all the levels and everything, so 50 cents for that. And I got this magazine's, not magazine, but guide is probably one of my favorite guides that I've gotten. It's the official Super Nintendo game guide, which has nearly 320 games covered in this. Just little, not really in depth, but just like a picture. Just like a picture and like a few paragraphs describing the game and whatnot. But 320 Super Nintendo games in here. Pretty awesome. I paid 50 cents for that one. Another Super Nintendo Player's Guide. This one only has like 30 games, but they're like a lot more in depth. Like each one is like 8 pages long or whatever. So they really go into detail on this guide. 50 cents for that one. And this one was 75 cents. This Resident Evil GameCube guide here. Unfortunately, it didn't have the giant poster in it. The person that had it before took it out, so. But yeah, 75 cents for that. And I love the Resident Evil, so I figured I'd just pick that up. Another thrift store find I got was Dark Alliance for the GameCube in a really good case and manual for $2. And I have this for the Xbox. I don't know what I'll do with the GameCube one, but I don't know. Maybe trade it off. The disc has some light scratches on it. A lot of light scratches, but it's easily resurfaceable. And I got a local place here that'll do it for like $2. So, and they do a pretty good job. A really good job actually. So I'm probably make this look like brand spanking new for a total investment of $4. And like I said, manual case, all in good shape. And I went to a pawn shop, and I was pretty shocked to see this there because, I mean, it hasn't been out for too long, but it's a Call of Duty Black Ops for the 360, and the case, manual, and disc are all in excellent shape. And I paid $15 for this. Pretty awesome, considering I think GameStop still has it for $50 pre-owned. So $15 for Black Ops. And probably my favorite find of the week, I gotta say, just a little bit behind that Sega Master's gun, as far as how much I like this. But it is Skies of Arcadia for the GameCube in absolute flawless condition. The case is perfect, the manual's perfect, the disc has not one scratch on it, absolutely flawless, mint condition. And the deal with this was, at that local store, record, music, video game, whatever store that had those games, I kind of know some of the employees there, and they were like, he was talking to me, he's like, yeah, I got a Skies of Arcadia for the Dreamcast, and I'm like, cool, I need to get that on the GameCube. And he was like, oh, I have one for the GameCube, I'll just sell you it for $10. And then I was like, alright, sweet. So I picked this up from him. I actually didn't pay him $10 though, I just traded him an extra game I had, which probably was worth $15, but I mean, what the heck, you know, this game right here is worth like $35, so I got a Skies of Arcadia for trading my extra Super Nintendo Battletoads and Double Dragons, which I had, so I was pretty excited to get this video. And I went to the swap meet 2 times, and I got this N64 stuff. 2 really colorful, nice and bright, with perfect toggles on the joysticks, N64 controllers, as well as a poorly labeled Smash Bros, a excellent labeled Zelda Ocarina of Time, a Mario 64 in perfect condition, and a Mario Kart in perfect condition. I got all of these, the 2 controllers, the 4 games for $35 at the swap meet, which is pretty cool. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff at the swap meet that I get obviously isn't as cheap as yard sales, but we've had bummy weather here the past like 3 or 4 Saturdays, so no really good yard sales lately. But for $35 for all that, I was pretty excited, considering I can sell like 2 of those games to close to that price. And another swap meet find was in my bag of goodies here. I was walking along, this guy had a bunch of crap, and then I saw this in the midst of all of his junk. Now, it looks too good to be true to see with a bunch of junk, but it was there. Case doesn't have any cracks or anything. The discs are absolutely, you can't really see anything in this light here, but the discs don't have any scratches at all, just dust. That's all that's on them, is just dust. Now, unfortunately, the case, the discs, everything is in good shape, except, if I can do this with one hand here, it's missing disc 3. So I got disc 1 and 2 in perfect condition, the case in perfect condition with the manual, but no disc 3, so that sucks. But I knew it when I bought it. I looked through it. And Black Label, I mean, just to get the 1 and 2 disc without the 3rd disc, in this case, I paid $3 for it. So I mean, $3, even if it's missing disc 3, I can sell it, and I'll probably, I don't know, I have a Black Label Final Fantasy 7, and the discs aren't as good a shape as this. I think the 3rd disc is actually the best one. That's usually the case because, you know, more people played through disc 1. Usually disc 1's the most jacked up one, and then, you know, 3 is the cleanest one. So I think my Black Label actually has, you know, decently conditioned, but not as good a condition as these. So I might swap them. I don't know. But I need to get a disc 3. $3 for that. Pretty cool. And then I paid, not an amazing deal, but it's still profitable, a Star Fox 64 for $5 at the swap meet. In good shape. And my last find that I got was a bunch of, this guy just had a bunch of brand new, the lights kind of poor in here, but the guy just had a bunch of brand new like DVD cases, and I just paid for 21 of them. I got $4 for 21 of these DVD cases, and they're brand new. Like, you can't really see them that well in the light, but I don't know, some of my PS2 ones that I'll swap out and throw them in there, switch out the cover art because I have some crappy ones. But that's it, folks. Got some pretty cool stuff like that keyboard, a lot of weird stuff, a lot of common stuff, but overall it was pretty awesome. I'll catch you guys later.